Hey, what is up? Today we'll be doing a Sony True Wireless buying guide to help you decide which Sony earbud you should buy. Right off the bat, we realize that the cases of the 1000XM4 and the H800 look very similar. But the WF-1000XM4 case is slightly smaller than the WF-H800. Meanwhile, the WF-SP800N case is somewhat similar to both the aforementioned models. The WF-SP800N case is more rounded than the rest of the options, and the size is also the largest. The four cases share a similar style of top opening to remove the earbuds from the case. The 1000XM4 and H800 cases are covered in silicone, while the SP800N cases and the XB700 cases are made of plastic. Notably, all cases have LED indicators outside to let users know the charge status of the case and the earbuds. The XB700 case is the most different case among the earbuds, with its front opening and translucent plastic cover that allows you to have a sneak peek of LED indicators inside. However, I doubt the plastic case could survive drops or crushes in backpacks without cracking. The rest of the earbud cases are opaque plastic, and they have a stiffer build that instills more confidence in day-to-day use. But silicone-covered cases like the 1000XM4 and the H800 are more prone to scratches in day-to-day use. In terms of sizing, the WH-1000XM4 case is the most compact, followed by the H800, then the XB700, and lastly the SP800N case. Moving on to the earbuds, the 1000XM4 has a more elegant and upper-class aesthetic that makes it a subtle status symbol. Next, the WF-H800 is a modern and iconic design that stands out from the crowd. It comes in 5 different colorways, and there are 2 different distinct hues of color combination on the earbuds, making them really special and appealing to the younger crowd. On the other hand, the SP800N looks the most sporty, but it softened the look with bright colors, as well as the addition of ear wings to help the earbud stay in place. The XB700 is the largest earbud with the most stable fit, without the use of any ear wings. All the earbuds are nowhere as low profile as regular round earbuds, but they are all very durable and could take a beating. There are different sizes of silicone earbuds included in the box, but the WF-1000XM4 goes a step further to include foam earbuds to create a slightly better seal in your ears. For playback controls, the WF-1000XM4 and SP800N uses touchpads on both earbuds, while the H800 and XB700 use physical buttons that feel tactile and responsive. In the durability category, we first talk about the earbuds themselves. First, the WF-SP800N is the best as it boasts an IP55 water and dust resistance. Next, the WF-XB700 and the 1000XM4 are IPX4 water resistant. Meanwhile, the WF-H800 is not water or dust resistant, so do avoid using them for exercise or during rainy days. Now, moving on to comfort, all earbuds boast a stable and secure fit, but they all function differently on each model. The WF-XB700 is the largest with the most stable fit, without the use of any ear wings. It grips on using the back of the ear pinner. However, after 2 hours of use, you will feel wearing fatigue from the eccentric shaped earbud. Next, the WF-SP700 is the opposite with the use of ear wings. The fit is very stable too, and is well suited for intensive sports use. I didn't feel any wearing fatigue even after long hours of wearing sessions. Without ear wings, the fit is rather similar and the earbuds stay in place, although it will shift a little, losing a tight seal. The H800 is next with an okay fit. They don't fit extremely snug, neither they are loose, but you will notice that they do hang awkwardly on the outer parts of your ear. Meanwhile, the WF-1000XM4 fits like the AirPods Pro. Most of the time, you will not realize that it is inside your ears, but it's nowhere as stable as I would have liked it to be, especially for sports use. Don't get me wrong though, the fit functions perfectly well when using during commutes or flights, which is its intended purpose. Next, sound quality. In my opinion, I find that the sound of the WF-1000XM4 is the best for all genres of music. The bass is strong and tight and never bleeds into the mids. The mids are clean and articulate, and the highs have clarity and never sound too sharp. The instrument separation is best when compared to the rest. Next, the H800 works best with pop and jazz and other genres that put a great emphasis on the mid-range and vocals, combined with the clarity of the instruments. However, its sound signature simply does not cut it for bass-heavy tracks. Which brings us to our next headphone, the SP800N. This is the best earbud for any bass-heavy genres like EDM, hip-hop, and rap. Lastly, the WF-XB700 with the punchiest and muddiest bass response. However, the rest of the frequency response suffer because of it. The mids get drowned by muddy bass at higher volume levels, and the sound signature distorts as a result, leading to an inability to use it at maximum volume. For volume levels, the WF-XB700 is the loudest, followed by the H800 and the 1000XM4 with a pretty loud volume. And lastly, the WF-SP800 with a slightly soft volume at its maximum level. It's also important to note that all earbuds except the XB700 offer sound tuning with selected presets and customization with the Headphones Connect app, available for download on the app and Play Store. In the app, you can customize the sound settings via an equalizer and enable or disable various settings as well as receive software updates. In terms of call quality, the WF-1000XM4 has the best microphone pickup quality amongst the 4 earbuds. It managed to pick up the least ambient noise and allow for the voice of the caller to sound the most natural. The WF-SP800N and the H800N are second in place with a decent quality microphone. And the XB700 is the last with a slightly muffled out voice and the most background noise. Moving on to the next part, noise cancelling. This part only applies to the 1000XM4 and the SP800N. The XB700 and the H800 does not have any active noise cancelling, only passive noise isolation. From my test, the 1000XM4 managed to successfully beat the SP800N. With its advanced noise cancelling processor, it offers the best adaptive sound controls, allow for toggling between different noise cancelling modes like walking, staying, transport, and running. Each has different levels of noise cancelling and ambient sound mode. These are all automatically detected by the headphone itself, and users can toggle the amount of ambient sound let in, focus on voice only, or just turn it off completely. Now, this feature is better with the ability to learn your frequently visited locations and register them for you, so you always have a specific setting when you're at a certain location. It's also worth noting that there is now an automatic wind noise reduction mode alongside the normal noise cancelling to help you combat wind noise in case you're in a location with a lot of wind. The SP800N is next in line for noise cancellation. It's nowhere as effective as the 1000XM4 as it does let in quite an amount of ambient noise. Both earbuds do have quick attention mode, which allow you to hear announcements or talk to someone quickly without removing your earbuds. In addition, the 1000XM4 now has a speak to chat function that tracks and learns your voice in real time to pause your music immediately when you start talking. This can be really handy for those times when you don't have a spare hand to take a earbud from your ear. You can change certain settings like the voice detect sensitivity, focus on voice, and the time until the mode closes. Alternatively, you can do the traditional way of removing your earbuds from your ear, and there will be a proximity sensor to track that you did and pause the music automatically. This can also be turned off if you prefer to do so. All earbuds except the WF-XB700 are compatible with the Sony Headphones Connect app, which is available for download on the app and Play Store. The app allows the user to take full control of sound customization and noise cancelling function. There are buttons or touchpads on all earbuds themselves to cycle between different noise cancelling modes, playback controls, volume, as well as bring up smart assistants. Moving on to wireless usage, with all the earbuds that experience no Bluetooth dropouts or hiccups. They all support Bluetooth 5 and above and have the standard AAC and SPC codec. LDAC support is now added to the 1000XM4 exclusively, however you can only connect one device at any one time. The XB700 and the SP800N have a 9-hour battery life, while the 1000XM4 and the H800 have an 8-hour battery life. The case on the XB700 and the SP800 holds a total of 18 hours, but with the SP800 case, it can hold at least 26 hours without noise cancelling. Meanwhile, the H800 case can hold 16 hours and the WF-1000XM4 can hold 3 additional charges for up to 24 hours. All earbuds do charge via USB-C and features quick charging where a 10 to 15 minute charge will give you at least 1 hour of music playback. It's also important to note that the 1000XM4 now supports Qi wireless charging. Overall, all 4 earbuds come at very different price points and have very different target audiences. So now let's recap and break down the differences to further understand which is best for your ears. First, the WF-1000XM4 is the most popular among those who have the budget to afford it. It has the best sound quality and customization as well as loads of features. Next, the WF-H800 is the earbud aimed squarely at appealing to use. With its wide range of colors and design choices to choose from, it is arguably the most stylish earbud among the safe black and white options from other brands. It may not have done so well with songs of heavy bass, but it makes up for that in the bright, clear and articulate vocal and instrument works. Next, we have the basics favorite, the WF-SP800N with its subtle branding and minimalistic design. It may look plain on the outside, but I guarantee it packs a serious punch when the bass drops. Lastly, the WF-XB700 is only worth getting if you have a really tight budget and could appreciate a really boomy bass experience. If you could stretch that budget a bit, I would recommend that you take the SP800N Extra Bass Sports Earbuds as it offers better durability, app support and a cleaner and bass-focused sound signature, as well as software updates. Thank you for watching and please check out our written review over at daradiser.com/Sony True Wireless Buying Guide. Also like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for the latest updates and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more.